What is Bitcoin mining? In order to keep Bitcoin transactions from being reversed and to add new Bitcoins to the system, people spend a lot of time and money on Bitcoin mining. It's possible for anyone with enough computing power to solve math problems that the system needs to make sure transactions are correct and prevent double spending. For their work, these miners get paid in the form of bitcoins that have just been made. A miner gets 12.5 bitcoin for every block they find, which works out to about 1800 bitcoins a day for them. The number of bitcoins that are made each time a block is made will get smaller over time until there are only 21 million of them. Mining is designed to be very resource intensive to set up and to keep running. Self-governance can be built into the system so that some of the governing parts of traditional monetary systems can be done for you. It used to be easier to mine bitcoins, but now most of the work is done in huge mining firms in countries that have cheap electricity and production cost. These farms use very specialized equipment and mining rigs. These doesn't let people who mine Bitcoin in their bedrooms or who are just interested in it. It's true though that miners only get paid if they correctly validate transactions and play a role that keeps the whole system running. This encourages the blockchain to be kept up to date, accurate, and grow. When Bitcoin was first made and who made it? In 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto, a alias, wrote a white paper about Bitcoin. He or she may be a person, but it isn't clear who he or she is or a group of people. If you want to learn more about Bitcoin and its history, we suggest that you read the original Bitcoin white paper. When governments use inflation to redistribute wealth and steal people's life saving, Bitcoin was made to be currency that doesn't raise in value. This way, people won't lose their life savings. Indeed, many people are using Bitcoin to protect their money in countries like Venezuela and Zimbabwe, where the value of the national currency changes dramatically from one day to the next. This is why so many people are using Bitcoin. There were many people who came up with the idea of decentralization using cryptologic method before Bitcoin came into existence. The Crypto Anarchist Manifesto was written by Tim May, a former senior scientist at Intel and contributor to the Cyberpunk mailing list. It was written in 1988, a clear picture of what was to come. Printing changed and weakened the power of medieval guides and social hierarchy. The same thing will happen with the cryptologic tools. Then in 1991, Stuart Haber and W. Scott Stroneta came up with a way to keep documents safe on a blockchain called a Merkle tree. It wasn't known as a blockchain back then. It was more like a chain of blocks. Other important technologies like David Chaum's DigiCash 1989, Adam Back's Hashcash 1997 and Nick Szabo's BitGold 1998 were also important steps in the development of Bitcoin. So that's all in today's video. Hopefully you find this video informative. If you like this video, then hit on like button and comment down below. You can also subscribe to our channel for more these types of video. Thank you so much for watching till the end.